So Mark, we're talking about how it was for you during lockdown in your house. Yeah? How did you feel when you couldn't go out or you couldn't see anyone?
I felt quite annoyed. I was quite angry.
So what sort of things did you do to keep yourself occupied, Mark, when you were stuck in the house?
I made a rum bar.
What's a rum bar?
It's where like you can put like bottles and...
So it's like a shed with like a little pub?
Yeah.
Sort of thing?
Like
oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So when you were allowed to go out, how did you feel? Were you scared?
A bit scared at first.
Okay. And how did you manage to get through the lockdown when you missed all your friends and stuff?
I phoned my friends.
You managed to phone your friends?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a lot of WhatsApp groups, wasn't there?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of WhatsApp groups.
And what other activities did you join in online?
Bingo. I was on the quiz.
Did you do any of the Innovate stuff as well? I thought there was one where you dressed up as a lady.
Oh yeah, drag night.
Drag night.
Oh.
Was that good?
Yeah, that was
I
good.
saw some photos of you. You look good. Oh, excellent, Mark. Good. What did you miss most of all when you were on lockdown?
Couldn't go out.
The fact that you couldn't go out.
Yeah.
And how did you calm yourself down when you got annoyed or frustrated?
Listen to my music then.
Yeah. Did you ring anyone?
Yeah, I rang Ros a couple of times. So I got quite stressed. I rang my sister a couple of times.
And how do you feel now about the fact that you can actually go out and see your friends?
Very happy actually.
Good. And what's happened to you since?
I've got a paid employment through Vale People First.
And what's your paid employment?
I'm a COVID officer.
And what does your job entail, Mark?
It entails taking temperatures, making sure they're okay, keeping everybody safe.
And how does it feel having a paid job?
Makes me very happy.
My role was to help set up meetings for not only for staff but also trustees and for our main events like the fundraising group, the staff meetings, the trustees meetings, and I'm quite proud that that I was helping the members out, I was helping the staff out, I was helping the trustees out how to do Zoom, and if I learn from myself, I pass it on.
How did you find the men's group sessions that were online?
I think for the men's group online, I kind of really enjoyed how all the sessions and stuff we just let it flow. Have a bit of conversation here and there. We have like different subjects, and I quite enjoyed how that we stayed in touch and had a chat here and there.
Did you ever find it boring?
No.
And how you feel about the new premises that we're moving to after Christmas?
I'm really looking forward to the new place.
How did you feel about that you couldn't go out?
Very thing.
You weren't very happy, were you?
No.
Were you nervous about going outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happened to you during lockdown, Chris?
My legs.
Yeah.
Break.
You tripped, didn't you?
Yes.
And where were you then?
In hospital.
You were in hospital for a long time, weren't you? And what did you miss most when you were in hospital?
See.
Seeing your friends.
Yeah.
So what did your friends do?
Come up to see me.
They came to the hospital, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes, 4 friends and we came to the hospital. And where did we meet you?
The cafe.
They came to the cafe, didn't we, to see you? Yeah? So was it hard not seeing your mates, Chris?
Very hard, yes.
What did you miss most on a Thursday night?
Coming to the pub.
Can you come to the pub now?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Soon.
So, hopefully.
Soon. Yeah? Soon. Good. And how do you feel about the fact that we're going to be doing stuff down the new offices? You looking forward to that?
Yes. Hands on.
So you came onto Zoom. Do you know who provided your tablet for you?
This and Ross.
So it was Vale People First.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who used to come to your house and help you set it up?
Joe.
Joe. Good. And how good are you now at using the tablet?
We're getting good. Off and on.
Yeah. So before you weren't very good, but can you do everything now? Can you turn the microphone on and off?
Yes.
Can you log in yourself?
No, I have to ask my mum to help me.
How are you confident about using your tablet now?
Yeah.
What's your favourite one on a Friday afternoon?
Singing.
Singing group. Yeah. So because you've got a tablet, it means you can join in with everything.
Yes.
Yeah? How does that make you feel?
Happy.
How do we let people know what songs we want to sing, Chris?
Asked.
We ask, and we've also got, what else have we got? We have a WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp group.
Yeah?
And
If you want a song, you just...
we saw one song. We put it on the phone. Ask them for the song to go on the. That's what we do.
And we all sing each other's songs.
Singing. Happy singing.
And how did you feel when men's group was back out in the community when we were doing stuff, when we were doing the shopping survey and stuff?
Oh, great.
Yeah, was that a nice change?
Yes. Better stuck in those walls.
Yeah.
Better those strange going out.
A little bit strange, but what did we do though when we were out to make sure we were safe?
We have to wear those smile listen and wash our hands.
Yeah, so we did all things to keep ourselves safe, didn't we? Yeah.
And do this now.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we don't shake hands or hug, do we? We do that. Yeah. So good. So you're happy now, Chris?
Yes.
Mike, can I talk to you about the work that you do?
Yeah, volunteering.
Where do you volunteer?
I volunteer in 2 charity shops, PDSA in Canton and Cerebral Palsy Cymru in Barry.
And how many days a week do you work?
I think it's 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday.
So during lockdown, were you able to work?
No, both shops shut during lockdown, and that made me feel a bit anxious at first, and because it was because it threw me out of my routine, and then but my parents made me feel okay because we went out for walks and stuff, and but after a while I just got a bit bored because we weren't allowed to go that far out of Barry. We were doing the same walks, so it just got like a bit boring in the end, and but I did phone a few of my friends to keep in touch just to see how everything was, and just trying to keep my, as they say, mental health in check, and but I just totally missed work completely because I was really enjoying it up until lockdown. But yeah, I felt a bit upset when it first closed, but I sort of understood why it was closed, just trying to keep everyone safe and try not to have too many, unfortunately, deaths. But and then I just kept listening to the government's advice and keep my distance and wash my hands, and yeah, just try to carry on the best I could.
How did you feel when you went back to work and you started mixing with the public again? How, were you a bit nervous or?
Yeah, I was a bit nervous at first. It was like brand new routine, because before you could just go into work and not worry about washing your hands like before you have your lunch, and or worry about like wearing like masks and stuff, or keeping distance from anyone. But when I first went back into the shop, I was like a bit nervous because it's like you need to learn about the new rules. Those new rules come into the shop about always washing hands before lunch, and always wash your hands even after you touch a few change, and just trying to keep the distance best I could. So it threw me a bit, but as I got into that new routine, as the weeks went on, I got a bit more comfortable, and so for a little bit less nervous. But at first I was proper nervous and scared, but it even made me feel like sort of, what's the word, comfortable, of being in the shops with the new rules, and which is good of them.
So we did lots of activities, didn't we? We did quiz and bingo, and we sent activity packs. And we also used men's group every Friday. How did that help you?
It helped me with my IT skills, because before I didn't really know Zoom or Teams, but with the help of Joe and everyone from Adult Placement, they made me sort of get my IT skills a bit better and learn Zoom a bit more, and learn the iPad a bit more, because my before that my IT skills was okay but not the best, and so it improved hugely.
And what did you like about coming on to men's group?
And just seeing all my friends I made, and just doing the activities that we do, and the topics that we do, and just generally nice to see everyone, because when we first went in lockdown, just like I said, I just missed all my friends, and just nice just to see everyone.
What do you think about the content of what we did on men's group? Did you ever find it boring, or was it okay?
No, it was okay, and I did really enjoy it because it's like new stuff to learn that I didn't learn before. I kind of enjoyed learning about the history of Bowie, what Bowie was like before I was born, and how much it's changed over the years, and yeah, I just generally enjoyed all the topics I was brought up in men's group.
How did you feel about the fact that you guys contributed to what it was that you learned?
Really good, because I'm generally easy what I like, what the topic is about, and I'm just generally interested in lots of stuff, and I'm just generally just happy just to be online and doing stuff, and
How does it feel to see all your friends in real life again, rather than on the screen?
I say bad, because like I always say to everyone, well, it's a bit like, I know this is going to be off subject, but it's a bit like when you go to when you watch football online, it's not the same, because it's because you can't be there cheering the team or whatever, and it's the same as men's group. When you see people online, it's it's not quite the same, because they're in their own houses and stuff, and or wherever they're online from, and it's just not the same. But when you see them in person, you're a bit more closer, and it's just you have that closeness feel, and it's just generally, just really happy to be back out again, because that's what Bridget likes, to be out.
That's right, good. And you're happy now to mingle and see everybody?
Yeah, but I'm always trying to keep my distance from other people, because like saying goes, because the risk is quite high again now. You still don't know who's. Although I've had my 2 jabs, I still haven't had my 3rd booster jab. Yeah, so that means I can still catch it, and I won't be as ill, but I can still get COVID and be ill. So I'm always trying to keep my distance from other people the best I can, and yeah, I'm always wearing my mask whenever I need to, and I'm just trying to keep me and my family safe, because that's my number one priority during the pandemic, is just trying to keep most people in my family safe and COVID free.
So So you're trying to keep a balance between seeing your friends and staying safe.
Yeah.
So, Dave, would you like to explain to us about your living situation?
I live in adult placement. It's which is it's independent living.
And were the rules quite strict?
The only time I think I really went out was when I had to maybe go get my prescription, and I wasn't even allowed to catch a bus or walk. I had to have a lift there and back. Really, I didn't really go anywhere. The only time I actually even really went outside was to sit out the back because the weather was nice.
So how did you cope with that, Dave? The fact that you were stuck in and you couldn't go out and you couldn't see anyone. How did it affect you?
I went downhill quite a bit. It just like I was like basically so used to just like getting up and going out, even just for a wander. Couldn't do that. It was more or less the four walls of the back garden. It was like which really did not help. And it took quite a while to get used to like not doing anything. Not doing anything makes me feel lazy. So I can't really walk far. So like when they said you could only have one form of exercise, it's like no point for me. So I can't really go anywhere. So it's just like I might as well just stay in the house. And the only real exercise was up and down the stairs to go up the back garden. So.
Did you take up any new hobbies when you were stuck in?
I took up photography. I really can't into it. It all started off using my mobile phone, but I post them on Facebook, Instagram, and a couple of people said like how good they were, and Pete, who I live with, said, "Why don't you get a proper camera? Using a proper camera is just so much better. On a camera, it's more natural."
So, how did you have a lot of support? Did you have a lot of support from anybody else when you were stuck inside?
Pete runs a shop, so he's technically he was one of those frontline workers.
Did you have support from anyone outside the family?
Of course, there was Roz. You, sorry, guys. I know you answered the questions. I think it was you. I'd speak to my brother now and again.
How did men's group help? You come in on the men's group on Fridays. How did that help?
Didn't have a problem with the technology. Like everyone sort of like stare at you. I just didn't feel comfortable. They showed me a couple of videos, and then I finally convinced myself to go on. And it could be a bit of a laugh, even the trustees meetings sometimes. But it's better not seeing anyone. And it's the same with men's group. If we didn't have Zoom, Teams, or WhatsApp, all these digital media, social media, we'd all be stuck. There's a lot of people, a lot of people in our organisation. I don't know, I'm not very good at reading and writing, so, and sometimes they're not very good at using a phone. So in a way, it's helped a lot of people as well.
So, was there any gains to actually doing the men's group meeting online? when we have a song, we'd have a lesson, but sometimes we'd start it and we'd just end up taking off in a different direction, or we would just let it flow. Did you find that helpful in any way?
It was like easier to talk about things you wouldn't talk about, like because you had that. It's like a barrier sort of thing. I don't know if anyone sort of gets what I'm trying to say.
It was easier to open up about stuff that you wouldn't feel comfortable doing face to face. Yeah.
So if you didn't feel comfortable being seen, you could, you still have the mic on, but you turn the screen off.
Did you find you said it affected your mental health. Did it affect your physical health as well, not being able to go anywhere?
Actually, the first time I actually left the house, my legs were like jelly. I'll be honest. I went round the corner shop. I got up. My legs were like, because I sat down a lot, doing like I mean, I got an Xbox and that keep me doing something, and I got like obviously you got the laptop being on Zoom and Teams for men's group and trustees meetings and but when I first went out it was to go around the corner shop, and I got up and my legs, because I hadn't used them really to actually go anywhere, it was only up and down the stairs, and that won a lot.
So tell us what you're doing now to improve your fitness.
But about a month ago, Pete, well, he's a master in Muay Thai, and obviously I can't use my legs really. So he said, but you could work on your hands. There's another name for it, the art of 8 limbs, which is your fists, your elbows, which 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got your knees and your feet. And it's really enjoyable as well, because you can, if you don't get it right, you can still come back to get it right again and again and again. My breathing's a lot better. I don't feel out of breath all the time. I always feel better coming out of the gym afterwards. It's also good for your mental health.
So your overall well-being is improved.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about going back to the new normal in the new year?
I'm excited that the fact we actually got some properly permanent now. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can not only just do what we did practically, but also combine our digital skills as well in the classroom, which I'd prefer to use. Personally, I prefer to use a laptop because the letters are there, and I find it easier to string words together that way. Where if I was to try and write something, nothing there, it's just blank. But with a laptop, you have it's sort of there for you.
So one of the positives of doing lockdown digitally, we can take those skills and move them into the classroom in the new year, so we have a mixture.
Yeah.
So that's a positive.
Yeah.
The walking group's just a group that we all set up, because there's no point people being stuck at home. They need something to do outside of home.
So how often do we meet up?
We meet up every Tuesday.
What time?
11 till 1, I think.
Okay, what do we do on our walks? Can you name any places where we go?
Cosmeston, went to the islands.
So it's a different place every week.
Different place every week.
And do many people turn up?
a load of people.
Yeah? And how many walks have you been on?
I've been on all of them, I think.
And what do you like about being on the walking group, Mark?
Makes me more fitter.
How do you feel about meeting up with your friends?
Very happy.
Okay. And sometime when we go to the island, we have chips. What do we normally do when we don't go to the island? What do we do for lunch?
A packed lunch.
Packed lunch. We all sit and have a big picnic.
We have a big picnic
And
together.
how does it feel that you start having a picnic with all your friends, having a chat?
It makes me really happy
Why does it make you happy?
because I get to see my friends and
And is it any particular group, or is it people, all kinds of people
all kinds of people with a learning disability
who are Vale People First?
or Vale People First members.
Good. And what would you feel if the walking group ended?
Very upset.
Because you like it so much.
Yeah, because I like it so much.
Good. So James, how did you feel about during the lockdown? Did you find it hard?
I found it challenging.
Yeah. Why was
Yeah.
that? In what way did you find it challenging?
Because we had to stay indoors so long and couldn't see our friends.
Yeah, you found that hard. Did
Yeah.
You, did you go out at all?
No.
You stayed
No,
in.
stayed in.
So what did you do to try and keep yourself occupied?
Well, I was at my dad's. We went up to the track because no one was there and fed the cat. We need to go cackle monkey.
And how did you feel when we could actually get out again?
I felt really relieved.
Yeah. Did you feel nervous about going out?
A little bit, yeah. A little
Yeah.
bit. But
But you were okay with
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
And you were very well, were you,
no.
during the lockdown? No. How did you find that?
From that.
Did you find that difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were alone a lot of the time then, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you're okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you come on to men's group, how do you feel about coming on to men's group online? How did you find that when you could come on?
I found that really hard because you're stuck at a screen so long. But I enjoyed it.
So how did you manage with the technology?
I struggled first of all, but I got used to it.
So you learned a
Built
lot
into
from
it.
it?
Yes.
So do you feel you gained something from the lockdown, really? Some technical skills?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about going back to a so-called normal in the new year, in our new offices?
I'm
How
looking
do you feel
forward.
about that?
Okay, good. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Yeah.
So how do you feel about the fact that we can do practical stuff again, like we used to?
Yeah, looking forward to that as well.
Looking forward to
Yeah.
that. Good. But can you tell us about a responsibility that you and Kellyanne have taken on?
It was decided that we would set up a fundraising committee, help with the funds, especially with when COVID hit. We basically a lot of the stuff we used to do, fundraising wise, like discos, and, all that, the fun, do what we do with the fundraising, how we usually do fundraising, we couldn't do. So it was decided in the year we'd try and do something digitally using Zoom. Also, and another way of raising money was using GoFundMe, which Joe, who's on our committee, suggested using to pay for entry fees, or just simply if you want to donate money to Vale People First. So anyway, there's me and Kelly,
So you head the committee, don't you?
who had co-chaired the committee.
So do we have a presentation about this later on, Dave, in our AGM?
We were working on a presentation for the AGM to
So we
show, to explain about the fundraising committee and show what we've done and what we have planned for the future.
Great. Lovely. So we look forward to seeing that then, Dave.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about the fact that you had your birthday during lockdown.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
Yeah, it's alright, but I prefer to go out.
So what did you do on your birthday? Because I knew it was a bit difficult, wasn't it? It was in the summer.
So
wasn't it?
like I woke up and then what happened is Chris like done like cooked breakfast and that,
Okay.
and we had like balloons and
And what did you do in the afternoon? Did you have a barbecue?
oh yeah, and we had barbecue and Lee came and then Lee's wife, you know.
So your carers and their families came.
Yeah.
Because they're in your bubble to
Yeah.
celebrate your birthday.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I thought of it was very nice.
Oh, did you miss your friends during lockdown?
Yeah.
How did you stay in touch, Joe?
By WhatsApp, you know, like on the phone. But it's not the same, you know.
No. And what about Zoom? How did you find using Zoom?
I quite like Zoom.
Didn't mind it, did you? And what about men's group on Zoom? How did you find that?
Men's group's good on Zoom, yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the subjects that we covered?
Yeah.
So how did you feel about when we started going back to the pub and you could see your friends? Were you nervous?
A little bit.
Just a little bit, but you still went.
Yeah.
And how are you enjoying it now?
Good. Amazing.
Good. How do you feel about the fact now that sometimes we do stuff in the community and sometimes we do a little bit on Zoom?
Yeah.
You-
It is what it is.
Oh, that's good, that's good. And what do you think about moving to our new premises?
Yeah, I think it'd be good because in the new premises there's like big, you know, for like spaces what to do and all that.
So when we were on Zoom, did you miss doing the practical stuff?
Yeah.
Did we do any practical stuff when we were on men's group? Did we do any crafts or things? Do you remember? Did we?
Oh yeah, we made we done like art and crafts, you know, like we done the plate thing, you know.
Many boxes?
Many boxes, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we did do some practical
Yeah.
stuff.
We done quite a bit, didn't we?
And did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Okay. So which do you prefer? Do you prefer doing stuff online or would you rather go back into the community, Joe?
Back in the community. I gotta be honest, because online it's not the same without seeing all the lovely people. I work in KFC in Barry, and all my staff in KFC are amazing,
So,
and like they invited me go out, you know, like places and that.
so during lockdown, could you work?
Mm,
Oh.
no, I don't think.
How did you feel about not being able to go to
No,
work,
not good for me, you know.
You missed it.
Yeah.
Are you back in work now?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Fantastical. Thank you.
Very glad to hear it. Thank you, Joe.